got Isaac Jessup, head coach Mike DeGeorge, and Owen Koonce with us. 98-81 final over Colorado School of Mines. Coach, we'll start with you. Just your opening statement, your thoughts on tonight's win.
Well, I was really proud of the effort. I just thought we came out with a tremendous amount of energy, and it was great to see, some shots fall early. And then, there was a really talented team and very difficult to guard, and I thought we competed really hard at the defensive end. And we switched up defensively a few different game plans throughout, and the guys were dialed in and were really able to execute whatever we were in. And then offensively, I just thought we played with great pace and, turn it over a little more than we'd like, but about our average. So, but their length is a factor. I just thought we played off 1 foot a little bit more than we would like in the paint. But other than that, it was just a great offensive night as well.
Isaac, for you, you guys hit 18 threes again as a team, tied the school record for the third time this year. Maybe you guys can break it soon. We'll see. But you hit 4 as most of anybody on the team tonight. Just talk about – it just seemed like you guys were confident all night from the perimeter. And, the first one going in has a lot to do with that. But it just seemed like you guys were able to – you guys were getting good looks, but it just sort of seemed like it was contagious the way they were falling.
Yeah, I mean, we all have confidence in each other to shoot it, and that's what we preach every day. That's what the coaches preach to us every day. And so when you have that confidence from your teammates and your coaches, there's no, you could just shoot it and let it fly and play basketball, basically, and have fun. Yeah. Rule number 1 and 2, let it fly, have fun. So, yeah.
Owen, for you, a team-high 21 tonight. They had the best scoring defense in the RMAC coming in. You guys end up scoring 98. Just talk about your guys' game plan against their defense and then how you guys were able to execute it and the great offensive game that we've been talking about.
Yeah, well, without Mac, obviously everybody had to kind of step it up a notch in terms of hustle, in terms of how we play together, because, we're not going to have that guy we can rely on as much who's just going to go out there, get a bucket, run the floor super hard. So it was just everybody putting in the effort. I'm really proud of everybody. It showed in practice this week, and then, it translated to the court tonight, so hopefully we can do it again tomorrow.
Questions?
I see, both teams shot the ball really well, especially first half. I mean, mine shoots almost 52%, and they're thinking, hey, that's a pretty good shooting night, and then you shoot 60. But you still only give up the 35 points. I mean, just the defensive execution, I thought, made them take really tough shots, it looks like.
Yeah, I think that we kept them off balance early with a couple of different things we were doing, and then we just kind of settled into our normal game plan against them. And so early it was a little disruptive, and I thought the guys did a good job. And then in that second half, they came out with a tremendous amount of physicality, and we had to go big. Just kind of match their physicality, and I thought that group really responded once we were a little bit bigger in the second half to kind of reestablish our defensive effort and finish in possessions.
I mean, obviously, guys, the pace was good, but you could tell at times it was a little more controlled without Mac running helter-skelter up and down the floor. I mean, but you guys know how to kind of play so many different styles. Did that kind of help you figure out, okay, we might not be playing as fast, but we can still execute?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Mac is such an explosive athlete. He just creates so many offensive advantages for us. So, him being out, we just got to be a little more careful, more calculated, I'd say, getting advantages and being smart with the ball and not turning it over. So, yeah, because we can't, sometimes Mac with the ball is just an automatic advantage. So that's something we didn't have. So we got to look at it a little different, I guess, but the same still. Yeah.
Different but the same?
Yeah.
And, obviously, early on, you're trying to find the right rotations and can't play everybody. But when you have a guy like Mac go down, it's good to look down the bench, and you've got a lot of options now that you can go to and kind of fill that gap.
Yeah, I was calculating. I think it's 9 of the last 16 seasons for me. We've had a significant loss over the course of a year, and so I've always tried to keep a little deeper bench than maybe sometimes would be best in the short term, but kind of having that long-term vision of you just don't know what's going to happen over the course of the season. And so, we've got a lot of guys that are comfortable in playing different roles and with different combinations of guys. And so it allowed us to have success tonight because they're used to playing in different combinations.
Yeah, Coach, if you just want to talk about the scoring distribution, I think Trevor had 17 in the first half. That didn't score in the second half. Only took 8 shots in the game. Doesn't seem like anyone took more than 10 shots. Just talk about coaching a team that has so many guys that you can play through that at any time get you buckets.
Well, the number one thing is they're just great teammates. So they're just really unselfish. They're willing to make the right basketball play and move the ball to the open guy. And, it takes special people to do that. It's not easy to do. And if it was, everybody'd be doing it. And so, it's really just about them playing with tremendous pace and being really unselfish and just keeping great spacing. And the ball kind of finds the open guy. And then they're good players, so they make plays.
And then when you said let it fly, have fun was the statement. If you just want to talk about what that looks like, and then kind of the same question, just you didn't have a crazy first half, and the ball just finds you in the second half, and you make your shots.
Yeah, well, I mean, this started last year. Isaac had like these 3 or 4 rules that he always talked about. I think his brother, who plays professional, helped him kind of come up with these. I think they were watching film together or something, and he just started saying it every day at practice, and it kind of stuck with the whole team. Now the coaches are saying it, and everybody. So that's pretty fun. Let it fly, have fun. Definitely got to abide by those rules at all times. And then, yeah, I mean, sometimes opportunities just don't really present themselves. The right play isn't always you don't always the right play isn't always your scoring. So I guess that was just kind of mindset, stay the course, and shots will come to me, and thankfully they fell.
And then for you, Isaac, always a good defender. What's the scout look like on a team like mine that wants to play so inside and back you down in the post like that?
I mean, the game plan was a lot of things for Mines, and it basically revolved around helping each other out, on mismatches and just rotating, really being a rotation team, rotating early, forcing Mines to make a mistake, force them into the tough plays, tough passes. And then as always, just guarding your yard. So that's kind of what it was, I'd say.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.